Hello again, welcome back to the Garden Path. My name is Barbara McLean, and today we're going to talk about different places to find plants other than the garden centers, which I do frequent, that you might find something a little unusual. You might find something that's just gives your garden a little spark. The two clubs that I found most useful in my garden experience are the Atlantic Rhododendron Society and the Nova Scotia Rock Garden Society. It was through those two clubs that we learned how to build a crevice garden. Originally, these vertical rocks were lying out in front of the deck, so it was a sort of a stone patio that was never really quite satisfactory. So Lloyd turned them on edge, and we built long, narrow channels that we filled with rock and a mixture of gravel and some compost. And the little plants that are in here were ordered, a lot of them, or at least purchased through the Rock Garden Society of Nova Scotia. This is called Draba, and it's a bright yellow and hardly a drab plant, but it comes through the Rock Garden Society. And there are also some very tiny things that will be blooming soon, the primula that are from there, a variety of hens and chickens. This one's really velvety and kind of nice when you see it up close. Some of the little saxifrage are not blooming as well this year as they should do. The cold weather hasn't been too helpful. However, they will come, and this is a miniature Daphne, which should be covered in white scented flowers in a week or two. Also from the Rock Garden Society are little things like this rock garden primula, which is Primula marginata, another Draba, which I love, and there are a variety of other plants that have come from the Rock Garden Society. And this little tiny cypress obtusa was from the Rhododendron Society and just recently planted. I have a variety of hellebores, and this little one is one of my favorites. It was bought from members of the Rhododendron Society, and I'll show you some other things that I got through orders from the West Coast that the Rhododendron Society puts together for us. These little pink guys are called Corydalis solida. These are all woodland plants that are so different than the alpines and the rock garden plants we talked about. It's nice to have suppliers who can supply such disparate plants. My specialty, or at least what I consider primary interest, is rock garden plants, including the rock garden primula. And Lloyd has a really damp garden that's over our septic system, and he grows the other type of primula that like damp conditions really well.
Remember a few weeks ago the daffodils were just green stalks? Now look at them. And to think that in a period of maybe 10 years, all of these daffodils came from 5 daffodils that I got from Barbara's father. And here are some of the primulas. Quite a variety of colors and shapes and so on. Some are like drumsticks and some are like small petal flowers. I don't remember all the names of the different species, but if you just look here, you can see all kinds of brand new ones just growing up this year. They might flower this year or might not, but they keep on multiplying. Over in that other part of the garden, there are all kinds of them coming up. These primula many of them came from the Rock Garden Society. Some I planted from seed, and some from the Rhododendron Society as well. Thanks for visiting my half of the garden, and next time you come, maybe some of the rhodos will be blooming. You can see a few speckles of purple over there with the winca, but thanks for coming.